Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 54 of the Everything Motor Racing Podcast. Podcast.
That was you being Texas.
Jacob. Yeah, that's it. I'm in the American mood. You know what I'm saying? That was horrendous.
Never do that again. Oh, they're gonna hate you.
Hey, y'all. I'm from the United States of America.
Oh, wow. You've just alienated it.
Right.
God.
Episode 54. Jacob. We've got a long list here. Riders of number 54.
Well, the first one who springs to mind is the Warrior, Keenan
Sofoglu.
The Warrior School.
Right. How many others can you list? Because I got about 12.
Hold on then. Right. I didn't actually prepare for this. So, Ricky Rossi.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Matteo Passini.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm out.
Come on.
I'm out.
Come on. Fermin Aldeguer.
I was about to say. I
should have asked you, Cameron. Cameron, have you got any 54s?
Fermin was my only one, but...
I still beat him, so, you know.
Well, you've missed Toprak Sofoglu. Toprak Sofoglu? Toprak
Top Rack I was going to say, because obviously Keenan's Warrior School. But
Battalion Sofoglu.
Yeah.
Manuel Poggiali.
Oh, the Podge. I did not think of the Podge.
Alberto Ferrandez as well.
Yeah.
Ferrandez. There's probably so many more.
54 is a hell of a popular number.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I didn't even think of Passini, to be fair. So
yeah, I know. How can you forget about Passo and his one arm?
Because he's not racing Moto2 for a few years, and old lose now.
I'm sorry, Poggiali haven't raced since 2003.
Yeah, but he's a goat. He's a legend, mate.
Just saying.
He's not a goat, but he is.
Oh, yes, he's the 250 goat.
Yeah, he's fucking spectacular. Unless he's on a KTM, and then he's not.
True facts.
Yeah, Jacob sad. Right, so we've just had Kota weekend, and we had an amazing race weekend, as I say every freaking podcast.
We did, though.
It was?
Yeah, it was good. I've got to say, that Moto3 race was the most mental thing I've ever seen on two wheels.
I nearly blacked out, I swear.
It was, even from Moto3, it was a bit fruity.
It was obscene. Dennis Onsu, mate.
Moto2 was fruity as well. I think MotoGP was a disappointment. It was the ginger stepchild this week.
Moto2 was a race of survival. Moto3 was just straight up war, and then MotoGP was like... but if Marc Marquez's little scrap from rising from the ashes was like,
you know what?
Whoa.
I just gotta say, I had a comment. Someone said, "Oh yeah, fuck Marc. He nearly hit so many riders."
What?
What's the problem with Neely?
Let him hit them. Why not?
Well, no, if he didn't make contact, what is the fucking issue?
Everything he did was clean, as far as I saw.
He nearly hit so many people.
He did nearly hit Binder, but
I was a bit childish back. I said, "Oh, same as you've nearly fucking seen a woman," but that's by the by.
Wow,
well
done, Jacob. Top tier humour there.
Yeah, just because fuck Dave.
But yeah, I want to say as well, Dennis Onsu is just
he's insane.
Keenan's Warrior School.
Yeah, that's it. Literally, what is Keenan Sofoglu teaching these riders?
What's he feeding them? I want to know.
Well, thing is, right, two things as well, because obviously we had World Superbikes as well. Did both of you watch that or not?
Yeah, I watched all the Super Sports, and I watched the sprint race of Superbike.
Okay, yeah. So, obviously, not Sofoglu, Toprak. His freaking move for third place in the sprint race.
It was fair, though. No contact.
It was fair, yeah, against Rinaldi. They're obviously rivals, but yeah, he I can't get my word out. He didn't just make the pass. He didn't just aggressively pass. He was like, right, I'm forcing you out now. This is my inch of tarmac now, not yours.
It was what's known in the trade as a block pass.
It wasn't even that. It was get the fuck out of my way, dude.
Yeah, Rinaldi, to get that position, would have had to have been a ghost and go through him.
Oh, yeah, he'd have had to knock him off. But the thing is, on top of that, to quote Raya last year, Jacob knows what I'm going to say, Jonathan Raya last year said that, yes, Toprak rides pretty damn hard, and he is obviously aggressive, and he's all these things, but he's the one rider that will not crash into you when he's making these obscene moves. Toprak looks so on the limit, but he's got it glued to the tarmac. He He won't crash.
The
Fuck off,
Pirellis,
people.
mate. The
Yeah.
Pirellis.
Yeah, made of chewing gum.
The Pirellis are like, yeah, like
They can probably
unreal.
stick under a school desk like chewing gum.
They are good. Like,
Yeah,
there's again some Moto2 riders are saying, "Oh, Dunlop's a shite" and all that.
Because they are. They basically a fucking endurance world championship tire.
Yeah, they
Absolute
suck.
shite.
Yeah, they're not too good, but they did do well for Mr. Danilo Petrucci.
Yeah. He had a good weekend.
Not one, but 2 Moto America wins. I mean, come on.
It's almost as if Petrux is still a really good rider.
It's almost as if we expected him to win the races.
Yeah, like, it's almost like as if he's not finished. Crazy.
He's just fed up on MotoGP.
I wonder if he would want more of a challenge, though. Although I guess it is a track that he knows pretty well.
When we get to
But,
the ones that fucking falling apart and basically there's like fucking ashy fucking asphalt, then it's gonna be
I
a
hope he
problem.
doesn't have like a sort of bittersweet year where it's too easy for him.
The thing is, though,
I think
Baz didn't do anything at Coda.
I think when they go back to tracks that it doesn't know, you got your Road Atlanta, you've got your VIR, Laguna Seca, and all that. Tracks that are tiny, the VIR especially, that track.
I hate that place on ride.
I hate that place.
I skip it every time. I will literally leave the lobby.
I hate that track. Like, even just to ride in a video game, it's horrible. It's small, it's narrow, it's twisty, it's turny. Like riding a superbike around that track, blech, no thanks. So I think when they get to because obviously Danilo Petrucci's kind of used to grade 1 tracks, the wide tracks with loads of runoff area, so when you get into tiny, tiddly little squirrely tracks, that's where we'll see his class against riders who would do this week in, week out. Your Matty Schultz, your Jake Garnier, your Anthony Kiedis, Cameron Peterson.
Some people ain't going to get that.
No, they're not.
Don't explain it. Let them fucking wonder.
Yeah, I think I'm one of them. Go for it.
Anthony Kiedis.
Yeah, just Cameron. Right, hold on.
Go
here.
Go. Okay.
Right. So I'll put a picture into the chat. Sorry for the...
It's good. It's giving people time to Google.
Sorry for the audio listeners, but
while we're at it.
He's popping over the...
You know who Anthony Kiedis is, yes?
Is it embarrassing if I say maybe?
Yeah, considering you're a musical background person, yes, it really is.
A musical background?
The lead singer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, right, okay, that is embarrassing. I really should know
his
his
horrendous.
Name. I know Chad Smith.
Yeah.
I know every... well, I don't know the guitarist.
You know the drummers.
Okay. Yeah, I know the drummers.
Basically, that's what Cam Peterson looks like.
Oh my God. It's him. It's him.
And then, obviously...
Deck.
I've already got this.
To be fair, where's to give Liam credit for that?
Oh, yeah, Liam. I'll make Liam, yeah. Look at it. It is uncanny.
Yeah, that's
Anthony
incredible.
Kiedis and Cam Peterson with his long hair are like the spit of one another.
Yeah,
it's
that's
crazy.
fucking bonkers, man.
I love it.
Yeah, if you are listening on audio, which you are because we don't do video.
If Cam Peterson doesn't win at Laguna Seca now because it's in California, something's wrong.
Yeah, so if you are an audio listener, just go on Cam Peterson's Instagram. Cameron Peterson.
45.
Is it?
Peterson 45, yeah.
I can't find it. Hold on. Yeah, Cam Peterson. Oh my God, I can't type. Cam Peterson 45. There you go. Go on Instagram, Cam Peterson 45. He's got the moustache now as well.
Yeah, it's fucking... He
is it intentional?
It gotta be over there. It has to be, man.
Oh, it's not.
The long hair, mustache.
Literally has to be.
Okay.
He's steering into that one. Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, on that or off that tangent, should we say?
Oh my God!
There you go. Look, it's the same. But yeah, even the Josh. Right. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. So I think I've already said that actually about Denchonchi. But yeah, the races were they're pretty good. I did not expect AmericanGP Bastianini to pull another win out the bag. No. Honestly, genuinely, right before the race even started, even this, I think it was Saturday morning. Forgetting that that he'd qualified in 5th, I was like, AmericanGP Bastianini, man. In my head, I was like, got that win in Qatar, but then what's he done since then?
Mm.
And I had that thought, and then bang, he goes and wins a Koto, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, lap record as well, right? Was his?
No, Mark got the lap record, didn't he?
No, I thought Anea took it off
the
him.
all-time lap record. Yeah.
Oh.
And he did it like 3 laps from the end on used tyres.
Oh, right.
Wild.
No. What the fuck? Yeah, so I'm trying to read this. So, fastest lap. Oh, yeah, so pole position records Jorge Martin now. Fastest lap. What? That doesn't make sense. Fastest lap Anea Bastianini, but then the fastest race lap is Marc Marquez.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, how does that make sense?
What is this on? Is this on official MotoGP stuff?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That doesn't make sense. Same with Moto2 with Canet. Maybe they've done it as if to say this is the old record, now this is the new record.
Oh, maybe. Because I can distinctly remember thinking when Marquez broke his own race lap record, I thought, oh well, at least he's got some kind of something to take home. And then Anea, I distinctly remember Anea taking it from him.
That is
so
weird.
Okay.
Hashtag confused.
Well, write to them. Write to MotoGP.
Oi, Carmelo, fuck you, do it.
What's going on, bruv? But yeah, I'll start with the Moto3 race because I think that's a good place to start with. I want to say, right, I mentioned this on the podcast recently. I talked about, and I wrote in an article about the CEV invasion or Junior GP invasion. And like the level of riders in that championship now, you could see it. Like
frightening.
Although experience prevailed yesterday with Masia, Foggia, and Mignot. Again, I will do the predictions in a minute, but with Masia, Foggia, and Mignot as experienced riders, obviously getting 1, 2, and 3, you saw the inexperience of riders like Holgado, Moreira. You've got obviously Artigas, Guevara. They were all scrapping at the front. Ortola had a really solid race. Got obviously Scott Ogden there in 12th, fell and finally scored a point.
Big up, Scott.
But the fact that you're seeing these young riders, especially last year, obviously with Pedro Acosta doing what he did, Artigas getting a rookie win as well. The level in that CV is, I would say, enough. Like the top riders in the Chev could easily battle it out for wins now, as we've seen already with Pedro last year. Like the level in this sport is just obscene, and there's just not enough seats now.
Yeah, like I was saying, I can't wait to see what World Superbikes and even all these other, I guess you would maybe call them overspill classifications. I can't wait to see what they look like in 5-10 years when all these guys have won Moto2 probably or near enough. And then there's just nowhere else for them to go. Then what do they do?
That's it. Like the Endurance World Championship is going to get pretty hefty because that's where they all spill over into. But and to be fair, the Endurance World Championship has got Spa on the calendar this year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's been changed so that bikes can now ride on Spa. That is going to be insane.
That's going to be good.
But that Moto3 race was just bonkers. But I'm quite genuinely impressed with Daniel Holgado because not only did he battle at the front, he managed to knock off Sergio Garcia, then crash and take Toba with him. Like, well done, mate, on destroying the competition there of KTMs.
Well, it was Toba's fault, in all fairness.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making a joke. But, well done, mate. I'm impressed. To be fair, again, Holgado is another one of those riders that already, he's a Chev champion last year, and he's about running in the top 5 of this year already.
Yeah, like sorry, what's going on here?
What are you doing?
What's going on?
Oh, Jacob's going mad because the dog's barking.
Right, okay. So I was just looking at these results that you've posted for us, Deck, and they're Argentina. I was gaslighting myself so hard here because it was saying that Masia had.
Have I put?
Yeah, you've given us the Argentina results. I was like, wait.
I haven't.
Wait, was it? Oh, wait, have I clicked on the wrong thing entirely?
You've clicked the wrong one, mate.
Oh, no.
Look at today's one. Look.
Wait, no. Wait, let me click
You got Cameron Peterson photo and then 6 links.
Oh, no, there
above
it is. Yeah. No,
there
I clicked those. Maybe I just had a different... It's the whiskey.
Gaslighted myself.
It's fine.
That dog, I swear to God.
I was gaslighting myself. I was like, no, why does this say Messia DNF'd? I remember him winning. I saw him. And then
I'm sure I remember it.
Bloody hell. But, the race was very good. And I couldn't call it. But once again, right, I do feel sorry for Sergio Garcia because that looked like his. He hates this track, man. Hates it. Like the fact that he couldn't even race last year because he got injured and then had a DNF this year because of another rider.
Honestly, I think you'll just be happy to come out of here and not pee in blood like last year.
Yeah.
True. Well,
kidney hematoma.
Isn't that all we want, really?
Yeah. If you're going to leave a week not pissing blood, you've done well. That's how I see it. Like, he's just going to be happy to come out of here, not in the Champions League, but close. And now we go to tracks that are, they're going to be good for Poggio as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, like I said, Poggio proved how good he is because whilst all that was doing, he's kind of taken a leaf out of Pedro Acosta's book, I think, from last year. Whilst all that chaos was going on, he wasn't involving himself and it was just sat back of the group, letting them all trade places with each other whilst he was sat there chilling like, yeah, you know what? And then eventually, when the timing was right, he delved in there, jumped up and led the race, obviously until Jeremy Messia and Minho had something to say about it. But
do you know what he's done, don't you?
What?
Took a leaf out of Pedro Acosta's book last year.
That's literally what I just said.
Yeah, perfectly. Because that's so difficult to do, isn't it? I know you said it, but he literally did the entire Pedro Acosta playbook, not just one facet. The entirety of it.
How he lost the title last year because he was involving himself in battles he didn't really need to be involving himself with.
Do you know what he's done? He's taken a leaf out of Pedro Acosta's book.
Oh, Cameron, that is such a good...
do you know
I can't believe the wisdom you've had there.
I take
what a good
back.
point.
It's not a leaf, it's the entire fucking book.
Oh.
He's just ripped the...
Yeah, and he's just fucking photocopied it.
He's rewrote it, though, too.
But I want to say, though, right, we all laughed at Ana Carrasco buying the seat from David Salvador.
Why?
Look who has finished right by Ana Carrasco. David Salvador. So he's not even you've got... yes, I get that he's never been here and all that, and that's fine, and we can make excuses for him, and he's obscenely fast, and he's one of the 5, or he's one of these CV riders. I fully expect him to take the title this year in the Chev, in the Junior GP. Sorry, now, but he finished 22nd, and Carrasco finished 23rd. Yes, to be fair to him, Carrasco was 20 seconds behind him. But
that's the thing, innit? They both beat Garcia.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Really impressed. And again, I'm feel awful for Joshua Watley. I've said so many times, he's not. He wasn't ready, and he's now. He's Ana Carrasco is 3.5 seconds off, and then Watley's another 7 tenths behind Carrasco. And thankfully, we are going to obviously Portimao, which is a track he knows well, which hopefully should bode well for him, and we'll see him with more competitive times. But genuinely, I don't want to slate him because. His head must be going mad.
He
knows he's fast.
He'll get there. It's all experience, He'll get there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I just feel so bad for him. But especially when Scott Ogden is doing a sublime job.
Mate, that was a solid race. Oh my God! What, 12?
It's making him look worse, isn't it?
It is, but yeah, big up Scott Ogden because. Not only because he's struggled with his confidence for a while. I don't think he'll mind me saying that. And he even struggled. Even the commentators have said that. He struggled with his confidence, and he felt like he didn't deserve to be there. And he's got another point scoring finish. And not only has he got another point scoring finish, he's beaten some really good riders in there. Yamanaka. You've got obviously Stefano Nipa, who's got a lot of experience there. Adrian Fernandez, Fallon.
Wow.
Yeah. He did well.
Kelso.
He got stuck behind Neba, which let Tadej escape, basically.
Yeah, and he had a battle with Ortola. They're only they were within 2/10 of each other at the line.
Straight to Q2 as well. Oh no, it wasn't straight to Q2, but
he
went into Q2.
No, he went straight through, but he went through Q1.
Yeah. I mean,
he went through Q1
for his 4th World Championship race. Can't complain.
He was in Q2 last time. I think, but his bike, something happened.
Was he? Oh, still.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's second time he was in Q2, but this time he was finally able to set a lap. He's not just doing well. He is a solid World Championship rider, and us Brits, we've got to be happy about that. Like, that is, especially with McFeely in the championship at the end of the year. I think Scott Ogden is filling those boots and maybe more.
Yeah, hard to argue with that, really.
Yeah, because I hate to say it, but I think he might be the only British interest in the championship next year. The way this is going.
Yeah. Well, I think because Michael Averty's bike or team has 2 seats, maybe Joshy will stay for another year and learn more, but it depends how this year goes.
His confidence must be shot.
I'd hate to see. Yeah, his confidence will be through the floor.
It can't do him any good being kept if his confidence is low. If he can find something and his confidence grows throughout the year, then 100%. But if he's where he is now...
He's safe, though, because I don't... Like, on a British rider standpoint, we haven't got any who are old enough to step into that seat yet. Casey O'Gorman, though, big shout out to him. Day 1 of testing today at Portimao, and Casey O'Gorman in the rookies was 5th place.
Nice.
That's amazing.
He's the same old British story, though, isn't he? No money.
Casey O'Gorman, no money. Thankfully, he's in the European Talent Cup this year, but Casey O'Gorman he's one heck of a talent. He's not just fast, he is fast.
How old is he?
When he was
14?
even in the Chev on his Chev on his debut. Yeah, he's 14. Yeah,
14. All right.
On his Chev debut, he was top 10.
Yeah,
wow,
mental.
I think he qualified top 10, didn't he, on the Kuna bike, and then stacked it in the race. I want to say.
I don't know.
Which was injured in. I want to say. I might be wrong, but I feel like something happened, and he was then injured, which kept him out for a bit. But he
raced at Valencia last year, didn't he? But I think for British talent, it's so good. We'll go on to Moto2 in a minute, but it's so good for British talent now. Let's have a look. I'm just looking. Oh, it doesn't go past Siri. It doesn't look like he scored points. I swore he had an 8th.
I'm sure he qualified in that and then busted himself up.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he scored points here.
Like he would.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I'm sure he crashed out of race 1 and really hurt himself.
Strange. I thought he where is it? Results. But look, I'm just doing this myself now. I'm just intrigued because
why do people listen to this?
Here we go. Got it. Let's have a look. It doesn't show. It's only got a top 36 riders. 36 riders scored points in the Chev. That shows you how fucking good it is. But and I'm so happy as well for Lorenzo Fellon. I messaged him after the race. I was like, finally, because I have been cheering for that little French bastard for ages, and finally he's been so close. So many occasions where he could have scored points and crashed or got knocked off, and finally he was be able to take it home.
Lorenzo Fellon. Fuck yes.
Oh,
but yeah,
Jesus.
That was terrible.
Fuck yes.
But as well, the fact that Eisen and Guevara came home in 7th after not 1, not 2, but 3 long lap penalties.
3?
3? He had 3, yeah.
Did he take all 3? Was he not given?
No, he had 2.
But then he was given
he
another.
Got a 3rd.
No.
Yeah. He was given one, but then they scrubbed it or something.
The only one who was on a warning at the end of the race was Adrian Fernandez, if I'm not mistaken.
Because he got one, he had a double, and then I think they gave him an extra one, but they clearly didn't.
No,
I don't know, but he at least had 2 and came home in 7th. So pretty damn impressive.
He was the fastest at the end. He was faster than the leaders at the end.
That kid is.
When we get to Europe,
naughty. Looking naughty for the championship.
Yeah, it is between Foggia, Garcia, and Guevara. Mino's not consistent enough. Macia's, he just can't. Again, consistency.
Yeah.
Barrera might be a dark horse, but
yeah.
But you got to finish a race first, don't you?
Well, he's finished quite a few. You know,
It's still hard to look by Foggia, really, though. I mean,
yeah, Foggia is the clear favourite. He's got
Garcia
the head on his shoulders. I like Garcia, right? He's what, 19? He's got a little baby face on him, but he is a demon on the track.
Yeah, he takes pictures with goats and then fucking stuffs it at the inside. And no questions asked. It's great.
Yeah, he is like, I don't know how to describe it, but
Baby-faced assassin.
He's like Marc Marquez, you know. He's got the little smiley face, and as soon as that helmet goes down, bro, you need to stay the fuck away from him. Don't compare him
to Marc Marquez because people start to hate him. Don't.
Oh yeah, I won't do that. But you know, like, he puts that helmet on and he transforms into an absolute demon.
Yeah, once that lid's on. Do you remember? It might have been Cota. Was it Cota 2019 or Catalunya, where him and Alonso Lopez ended up having coming together as teammates on the Monlau bikes. And,
I can't remember that.
And they ended up scrapping in the gravel.
Bloody hell. No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was in like a warm-up session and they both got demoted to the back of the grid. But, yeah, it was like 2018 or 2019. It was his first year. Garcia's
his first year was with Yamanaka, wasn't it?
So
Lopez must have been on the Max Racing team.
Maybe it was a wild card or something, but I remember it because I remember seeing the footage and literally Garcia just kicks at him. It was fucking hilarious.
Bloody hell. Did you see Moreira's fucking slides on the KTM as well? Like, that rear end was like fully out and he was like skating it after the end of the straight. Like, what? Yeah. You tell he's some Supermoto background.
Yeah,
he had like the elbows up and everything. Proper Supermoto style.
If you watch his Supermoto, like if he, I'm not saying it's going to happen because clearly he's built for road bikes, but if a career in MotoGP doesn't work out, he will win a couple of Supermoto titles if he wants to.
Well, he is one of the best flat trackers around. Like, he could fully go into flat track. Yeah, Marc Marquez is, again, one of the best flat track riders in the world, incredibly. But
I'll tell you one thing. On-shoe through turn 10, the fast kink.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
He wasn't scared, was he? Jesus.
He's not scared.
You don't pass through there. But Dennis On-shoe passed through there.
Kid's ballsy, I'll give him that, you know?
Yeah.
But he wouldn't have been able to do that before the resurfacing because through there was an absolute nightmare.
There's still a bump in there, that's the problem.
There is, but it's not like...
Oh, it's not half as
mental.
bad, but it still takes the kahunas because there's still a fucking bump.
Yeah.
You get that wrong, you're going to orbit.
Mm-hmm.
And like the way he was passing, if that front end went, he was taking 3 or 4 with him. It was bold.
Yeah. But that's what we expect from On2 now, really. That's
these predictions then.
Yeah, that's it. And then we're going to be good to Moto2. Right. So going through the points, obviously how they are scored again for people who don't know.
Ooh.
Yeah, we are putting in pole positions now. So you get 1 point if you correctly predict the pole position. You get 1 point for correctly picking a rider in any place on the podium. If you get either second or third correct, you get 5 points. So if you get the rider actually correct in their position, you get 5 points. You get 10 points if you correctly predict the winner. If you get all 3 of them right, you get
an extra 5 points from
25, isn't it? Yeah.
No, if you get all 3...
Yeah, 25 we settled on.
No. Shut up a minute. Let me talk. Bloody hell. So if you get all 3 right, but they're incorrect, you get 15 points. And if you get all 3 correct, you get 25.
Because obviously the max you can score really was 20, so it's an extra 5 for being like, oh, well done.
And is there like an accumulator bonus if you get pole as well as all 3 podium positions, right?
Not doing that.
30 points now, yeah.
Well, like a Charles Leclerc with his Grand Slam thing where he got pole, fastest lap, win, led every lap of the race.
Yeah.
100 points.
Crazy. Just saying. So, Moto3, I went for Guevara for pole. Jacob went Tatai for pole. Cameron went Guevara for pole. And Ryan went Garcia for pole. Pole was Mignon. So none of us scored a point there. Before I go into it as well, our points before this was Ryan in 14th, Ryan in fourth with 14. Fucking hate, I'm tired. Jacob in third with 24 points. Me in second with 29, and Cameron leading with 30. So quite tight at the top.
Oh, yeah.
In Moto3, I went third Garcia, second Guevara, and first Foggia. So I got 1 point because I correctly predicted his place, but obviously not in the right place.
Jacob went podium, not in the place, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jacob went Guevara third, second Foggia, Garcia first, because it was third Mignot, second Foggia, and first Messia in the podium standings. He gets 5 points.
Nice.
Well done. Cameron went Suzuki third, Foggia second, Guevara for the win. So again, 5 points for Cameron.
Have it.
And then Ryan went Garcia third, Foggia second, Guevara first. So again, Ryan gets 5 points. Meaning now the table tally stands at Ryan with 19, Jacob with 29 in third, me in second with 30, and Cameron pulling ahead with 35 points.
I reckon they should lose points for the way Tatsuki Suzuki went backwards.
And then Garcia crashed, so I did pick Garcia as well.
Come on. We wouldn't be able to keep track.
I know.
Yeah, we're not dropping points. We're not doing that.
Yeah. Just take points off Cam to stop him going ahead. And it'd be like change the rules on the fly. Like,
yeah. Speaking of changing rules, we can change the rules with Dorna. In Moto2, Sam Lowe's got knocked off by Chantra. Chantra gets a long lap penalty next race. But when Sam Lowe's knocked off Chantra in Austria, Sam Lowe's had to start the next race from last place. Work that one out, please.
Was that a...
No, I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole. I'm not touching
it. Nope.
Yeah.
No matter what you say, there will be a party of someone being, they have this, that, and the other. And I honestly, I have no opinion. Like, I think it deserves a long lap bare minimum. So...
Yeah, but if you're going to give one rider a penalty for one thing,
I think it was an accumulation with Sam that year because he was fucking smashing into everybody. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, because he did take Navarro out with him as well.
Whereas this is Chandra's first offence, and you never get fucking done for a first offence unless it's murder.
No, that's it. In Moto2, we had a grand total of 12 DNFs.
Yeah. Moto2 was...
Weirdly, derby.
It was like, I feel like it was a tale of two halves for me. Like the first half, I hate to say like a race was great because there was a lot of like crashes and stuff. It was entertaining. Yeah. The first half was entertaining. Yeah. There was a lot going on. And then, I don't know, the second half, I was kind of like, okay. It's kind of boring until like the last lap or two.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because we had all the drama and then nothing.
Yeah, because our winner, he just fucked off, didn't he?
Yeah, Mr. Good Feelings, Tony Arbolino.
Yeah, fucking Scarface now.
Finally won a race in
What half for this, mate? Fucking Scarface in the fucking jacuzzi, honestly.
I've not seen that.
No, I've not seen it either.
Disappointment, both of you.
So sorry. Sorry, Dad.
Yeah, finally we've got Jake Dixon on the podium as well. So Jacob, right... You know, when you're going chatting shit about Jake Dixon the other week, he's shit, he can't finish a race. Look, he's finished a race and he's finishing in third, so have it.
Proves what can happen when he actually fucking finishes, doesn't it?
True.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but I'm still of the opinion right now that the next two might be DNFs.
The what?
The next two races might be DNFs for him or fucking 12s, you know what I mean?
40 mile next. He knows that. He likes
back at Europe.
Yeah, it's just
nail it.
I'm still yet to be convinced of his consistency.
Well, that's it now. Like, he's got the podium. Now he needs to be consistent.
He needs to kick on now. Yeah, there's nowhere to hide now. You've got the podium. That's the thing.
Yeah, like you've got a monkey on your back now. Well, he's got the monkey off his back, but he's got a target on his back.
He's got a different monkey now. Basically,
yeah.
He just swapped the fucking monkey for a different monkey, and now the win needs to come.
What did he call his enemy? It was like Sharon or something.
Cheryl.
That's it. Cheryl the devil. Something I don't fucking know. But
I don't watch BT Sports, so I don't actually know. Never watched.
Oh, get you. Oh,
no, I'll tell anybody. Will Feed, 1,000 times better.
Edgelord.
Okay,
Edge, just better.
Yeah, edgy. Look at you, different. Look at hipster Jacob on the world feed.
It's not.
Look at that mustache.
More people listen to the Will Feed, I reckon.
If
like worldwide.
Whoa, Mr. Worldwide. Anyway, fucking Furman had his second DNF in a row.
Yeah, smashed into the back of Zonta as well, just to, you know.
Or Zonta. And then Zonta then got hit by Rodrigo's bike.
Do you want to know something alarming, Cam?
Go on then. Hit me.
Furman and Zonta's combined age is 5 more than our age.
5 more?
Yeah, their combined age is 32, 3.
Thanks for telling everyone I'm so fucking old.
Well, I'm old as well. Yeah, if you combine them, they're only 5 years older than us.
Oh,
it's scary.
Yeah. Here, what have I done today? Nothing. But anyway.
Yes. I've got to say, though, obviously, we had a lot of crashes.
Yeah.
Pedro Costa obviously crashing out 5th because, he's starting to frustrate me, Pedro Costa, man. He can't stay on that fucking bike, but he was bloody lucky. Like, good freaking reactions from Ayagura.
Yeah,
if you want to know if you want to see why riders train their reaction times, that's why.
Yeah.
Because Furman crashed on the S's and slid across the path of Agura, and Agura dodged him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, does it bring into question maybe the track layout needs to be changed? Because we've seen it quite a lot. You know, we've seen bike riders crash and bikes fly across the track on that section, or is it just a freak? But then, you know, riders do die in freak accidents.
Yeah, I mean, that could have been death. Yeah.
It's not a freak, but it's part of the course there, and it's not like Austria, where it's into like a hard braking zone, for example. I think you do have enough time.
Austria, fucking
but then could they just gravel it so that you sort of stop at least? You know, you don't just keep sliding.
Stopped, to be honest. He hit the curb. Like Agura, I think Agura genuinely deserves a round of applause because he reacted so quickly. He shut off, compromised his race to make sure he didn't hit them. Fair play then.
Oh, what a sacrifice.
Yeah. He lost
I think hitting him would have compromised his race more.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but that's not a racer's mindset.
My race or someone dying.
A racer's mindset is keep it fucking pinned. So to have the mindset of, shut off, it lost him 7/10. You know, like just that. But no, a momentary shut off loses you 7/10 in that S's because of the fucking...
But in a 40-minute race, I mean, I would take that and not kill somebody.
It was probably only like a 10th in the actual shut off, but because of the section being like 2 S's stuck together, it's all momentum.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, 7/10, that's not much. But then 7/10 can be the difference between first and second, you know.
7/10 would have put you like 6 in the fucking Moto3 at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, so it is a lot in racing terms, but it's like...
It is a lot.
That section, if you fuck one part up, shut off slightly on one part, you compromise all the way from turn 2 to turn 10. It's difficult.
I've got to say, though, that race, Celestino Vietti had one hell of a roller coaster from leading the race, looking like he's going to win the race, leading the championship, to crashing, losing the championship lead, to then regaining the championship lead again.
Yeah, fucking Canet is never going to have a better opportunity than this.
Like, I'm so annoyed with Canet because, again, firstly, I want to know what the hell's going on with this bow tie, but secondly, I just want to see Canet win a Moto2 race. Like, he's had so many opportunities. And then, obviously, Canet then was leading the Moto2 championship comfortably, and then Canet stacks it as well.
Yeah, like that's not good enough. If you want to win titles, you need to take advantage of bad days from your rivals.
Yep.
That's it. It was a race of survival. I've got to say, I think the biggest crash that I'm so sad about was Cameron Bobby out of 4th.
I nearly cried for him.
Gearbox problems. I didn't mention it, but you would assume it's the false neutral problems.
Yeah, because he was going wide like every corner, wasn't he?
It got to be the false neutral issues that's plaguing the fucking Moto2 bikes at the minute. It has to be.
Yeah, because he had a false neutral. I know I was going to say somebody else did, but that was Hector Barbara in the Moto America race.
We don't talk about Hector the Caravan.
Hector. But yeah, I was so gutted for him. You know, that would have been a dream to get his best Moto2 finish.
What was he, 4th? Yeah.
Yeah, fourth.
Fifth was his
last
previous
couple of turns. Yeah, that was so sad.
And he had fifth at Algarve as well, so Algarve's a good track for him. So
again, been there, hasn't he? Testing, and look what happens.
He's been there so many times now. He's been there about 6 times now.
Yeah, so and we go there next. So this could have been a back-to-back title fucking jump, like.
Cameron wins both races and leads the championship.
Yeah, like that. Like, it could have been possible, but instead he's on the floor.
My grandma had wheels; she would be a bike.
Yeah, Granny had plums; she'd be grandpa, wouldn't she?
Yeah, that's it. Cameron's drunk.
What?
Yeah, he's rosy.
But on that note,
but he's finished that fucking bottle.
This might be the last one, and I have to say, consider my offer from last week to these whiskey distilleries, because I can't afford to buy a reasonably decent bottle of whiskey every week to drink on a podcast.
It's not possible. So if we can,
I can't afford to pay you either. So
no, that's it. So if there's any distilleries that want to sponsor this elite motorcycle racing podcast, then feel free. Here we go. Cheers.
Please drink responsibly.
Cheers. Yes. Oh, look at that. Good message.
Yeah. That's unlike you. Okay.
What that means is don't spill your drink to me.
Yeah.
There are a few riders I want to shout out there in that race. With Manuel Gonzalez finishing in an amazing 13th. Barry Baltus in the top 10, of course. And most impressively for me, Jeremy Alcoba, who not only finished in 6th place, but he dispensed of about 5 riders in like the closing laps to get 6th. Like, that
wasn't
so
an inherited
good.
6, was it?
No,
like you'll be like, oh yeah, but all these riders crashed out. But as we know, to finish the race, you must finish first.
First you must finish.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And then on the flip side of that, sorry, actually, no, you carry on before you.
No, it's fine. Carry on. No.
How disappointing was Augusto Fernandez?
Oh, mate, don't.
Didn't he go wide?
This prick is doing my head in.
Didn't he go wide T1 or something?
Trotter ploughed him. Don't get me wrong.
That's a bit kinky.
Yeah,
but still, he just didn't.
He genuinely fucked him. Like, he smashed straight into the back of him.
So he's ploughed him and then he's fucked him.
He was probably inside of Augusto for a brief moment. The fucking force he hit him with.
He's a
genuinely. No, but seriously, like Trotter, he needs a fucking talking to for that T1 move. But nonetheless, you would expect a rider of Augusto Fernandez's quality to be able to cut through the pack.
Yeah, but right, I've got a good fact for you, actually. Right.
Ooh, it's time for Dex Factor.
So, if you take out the eventual race winner, Tony Arbolino, from the equation, or say, like, winded back a race before Arbolino won, the top 17 of Moto2 only had 1 race winner in the class, of the Moto2 class, which is Fernandez.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
crazy.
It's
crazy.
Yeah, it was just a weird race for me. And actually, do you know what? It was like so this was the first race day that I've watched with my wife, my new wife. Only wife. Only wife I've had. Right.
And
she was like new wife, only wife. Only wife I've had, I promise. And she was like, okay, right, I'm going to try and get into it, because she's not normally that bothered, to be honest. She's like, okay, I'm going to try and get into it. And it was a bit fucking boring, really. Like,
why did you show Moto2 then? Come on.
This is it. Now. Like, well, I don't know. She. It was all right to begin with, and then she was like, "Yeah, let's go Jixon," because I don't know. Jixon. That's what she now calls Jake Dixon. I was like, "Yeah."
Did you at least show MotoGP and Moto3?
Yes. Yeah. But by then, she'd sort of accepted that. No, it wasn't for her. And then I was like, why have they done it this way?
Right,
why have we started with Moto2?
You need to fucking divorce her now.
Yeah, you need to take that ring back until she watches show her Mugello 2016 in the Moto3 class. If she didn't like it then, find a new wife.
Gentlemen.
Or at least, like, you know, give her a warning.
Wind your fucking neck in. Anyway.
I am only joking. Like, it's not the be-all and end-all, is it?
Yes, it is.
It is to Deck, and it is.
Yeah, I was about to
you,
say, like,
so,
Deck would tell you otherwise, but like,
hence the
Yeah.
passion.
I actually wouldn't. Well, when I was with my ex-partner, I didn't mind that she didn't like it because it meant I had fucking peace and quiet watching it. It was great.
That's a good point. Yeah, she does. She is very good and just lets me sort of get on with it and respects that I enjoy it. And, you know, it's...
Like girlfriends who got annoyed at me for watching it. So
Yeah, that's the ones you need to fucking...
And that's it. And that's had. Yeah.
Had been the operative word there. Yeah.
No, like,
anyway.
as long as I'm left with my own devices watching it, I'm happy. Do we want to?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I'm going to do the predictions now, and then we'll hop onto MotoGP. Because that's the main event, really. So, going into the Moto2, Ryan, 4th with 19 points. Scheisse. What am I doing?
I don't know.
Ryan, 4th with 19 points. Jacob, 3rd with 29. Me, 2nd with 30. And Cameron leading with 35 points.
Solid.
So, opposition, I went for Vietti. Jacob went for Arbolino, which actually, considering he was a race winner, was actually a ballsy friggin' prediction. Cameron went with Dixon, which again, fair play. And Ryan went with Canet. Opposition was Cameron Bobier.
That
should have
cool.
seen it coming, shouldn't we?
Yeah, where the hell did that come from?
So who was closest? Who started second?
Vietti, so me.
Yeah, so it's you then, yeah. And then Arbo was third, wasn't he?
Given Vietti's weekend, I did not see him having a front row start.
Because the new came through from Q2.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wanted to make this point, but now seems as good a time as any. In Moto2 and MotoGP this year, coming through Q1 seems to be a fucking advantage.
No idea. Say it again, sorry. It didn't come through.
Really?
Yeah.
I said, like, it seems to be an advantage coming through Q1 in Moto2 and MotoGP.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, come on. That's obvious.
Definitely.
You get 15 minutes extra track time.
But, like, it never has been. Really? Like, you rarely see someone come through Q1 unless they've in Q2 for an issue, like a top pro man. Now,
you only see riders do that. So come through from Q1 into Q2 and do well are riders who are battling for the championship.
Yeah, whereas this year, a lot of riders who come through Q1 not so much in Moto3, but in Moto2 and MotoGP, it seems to be making a massive difference, more so than usual this year.
Yeah, like, I guess, but then again, it's the same point of them being championship leaders and fighters with Vietti obviously doing it, so...
But like, it's just, I don't know, it seems to be more of a... Are you going to be tactical about it and maybe try and get yourself through Q1 going forward? Because it seems to be making a hell of a difference.
Could be. Maybe. Anyway, so Moto3, 2 predictions. Dixon finished the race 3rd. Ogura 2nd and Arbolino 1. So, on my predictions, I went for Aldeguer 3rd. Chantra 2nd and Vietti for the win.
What could have been?
So all of them crashed out.
You had the wrong team, Asia boy.
Fucked it. Jacob went with Canet 3rd. Ogura 2nd. Well done. So Jacob scores 5 points. I scored 0.
Hang on,
Vietti 1st.
Yeah. Oh, I had Vietti for the win, didn't I?
Cameron had Bobier 3rd, which was close, finishing or running in 4th. Cameron went with Dixon 2nd, so you get a point for that.
Yeah.
Sure. I was so fucking bold.
Fair play. And then Vietti 1st.
Yeah. God damn it.
And then Ryan also did the same as me and had Lowe's 3rd, Vietti 2nd, and Canet 1st, aka a trio of crashes. Right. So, after that one, I scored 0, Ryan scored 0, Cameron scored 1, Jacob 5. Oof. So, the point standings now are Ryan 3rd with 19, me in Ryan 4th with 19, myself in 3rd with 30 points, Jacob in 2nd with 34, and Cameron in 1st with 36. And then 2 points separating you two now.
Come at me, bro.
Oof.
Okay.
Yeah, you're leading now. So, even to MotoGP, the main show, I'm going to say right now, right? Before the season, I even said on this podcast, Alex Rins was, he's going to lose his ride at the end of the year. He's probably not going to be in MotoGP next year. He's going to get binned off. He's not doing very well. Probably won't do very well, etc. this year. He did well at Qatar in qualifying. I think nobody really kind of looked at Suzuki to be like a championship contender. But now Rins has got 2 podiums in quick succession. He's second in the championship. Mir is in 4th in the championship. And Suzuki leading the Teams World Championship by over 30 points already.
I did say a couple of times before the season that if Suzuki deliver what they said they were going to do, then it would be a championship contender. However, I didn't think it would be in the hands of Rins.
No,
you would have just assumed
I never
it would
have
be
put it on Rins.
You know what?
And
it's just, it's incredible the difference 20 horsepower can make, isn't it? Now he's not having to, he's still slowing the Ducatis, as we saw. But that's Suzuki now. He's not having to basically kamikaze every single corner just to make a pass. Now he can set up.
Yeah. And he's not crashing.
Because he's not having to push 120% just to pass.
Yeah. Basically, Rins has been sandbagging, is what we're trying to say.
Yeah. Rins just wanted to make himself look really bad last year. So this year, when it comes to contract time, he suddenly looks better.
It's like, oh, look, my results are so much better compared to last year. Give me more money.
If Quartararo were on one of these Suzukis, I think he'd be a freaking weapon. But
he would be, that's the thing, right? Because Quartararo has said, we'll do a bit of quick contract talk. Fabio Quartararo has spoken and was asked about Honda, right? Honda have confirmed that they are speaking with Fabio Quartararo, but usually when a rider's asked about a contract and a team, they go, no, it's not happening. Fabio, however, was very much, maybe it's his inexperience, he's a bit younger, was and Fabio, to be fair, is quite open anyway, but it was yeah, he was quite keen for it. He just sounded like he was keen. And I was like, Jesus.
It's always nice to be wanted, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, imagine that, being wanted.
I think he was more talking to Yamaha when he was saying that.
Yeah.
By the way, Honda are,
by the way, people want me, by the way, so buck up.
I don't have to put up with your shit anymore.
Yeah.
I'm leaving, bitch.
I'm taking off the fucking swing on with me. Fuck you.
Yeah. Also, some other contract talk as well.
Aleix
Spargaro is in negotiations with Aprilia. Aprilia are keen to obviously re-sign Aleix. Aleix kind of wants to stay with Aprilia, but has asked for more money, which, to be fair, given that he's delivered Aprilia their first podium, first race win, it's deserved.
Is it money, though? Because he never actually mentioned money.
It is money, yeah.
To be fair, the guy's skint, so...
Because what I saw was we are quite far apart.
Yeah, as in far apart with money-wise.
But he never actually mentioned it was cash. That's the thing. It could be contract duration. Maybe he wants 2 years and they're offering him 1, for example. I would suggest it's
definitely money. It's definitely money.
I'm not so sure. I don't think Aleix needs money.
No, I saw a different thing about it and they said money. 100%. 100%. But yeah, so the thing with Aleix is Aprilia want him and he's the only one who can win on their bike. Maverick Vinales is making massive steps forward though, but Aprilia are looking like a bike that people want to be on now.
Yes.
So imagine if Quartararo went to Aprilia.
Well, see, anybody who rides a V4 now will be looking at Aprilia and think, I can win on that.
That's the thing, right? 2 points now with the V4 quickly as well. Aprilia, if Aleix leaves, maybe Dovi will go back there because the point of V4s, right? Dovi has left a V4 after riding a V4 for years with Ducati, did really well on the Aprilia, was competitive on the Aprilia, has hopped on this Yamaha inline 4 and is scoring, he's very much out of the points. He scored 1 point, obviously, at Kota. But again, Dovi is just not gelling with that Yamaha. Maybe it's Yamaha, maybe it's the inline 4, and maybe it's just not natural. Maybe it's Maybelline. But
we call Jacob a dad. Jesus Christ.
But maybe we could see Dovi on the Aprilia again.
Do you know? Can I counter that point?
Yes.
No.
If I were Aprilia right now and Aleix is not able to agree a deal, I would go all out for Enea.
Everyone will want Enea. Ducati.
He was in
negotiations
with Aprilia last year, him and Pernat. If they open that back up and now he's a double race winner. Suddenly,
yeah, but that's the thing. He's a double race winner. You're going to want 10 times more money than what they wanted last time.
Yeah, but
he's going to want to keep it on a Ducati at least, though. I would think.
I would at least entertain the idea.
It's going to take a lot to peel him away from a Grassini, though, isn't it?
Well, I think that's the only thing is, does he even leave Grassini? Because we were talking about him to factory to Pramac.
I think he'll only leave Grassini for an offer from factory Ducati. Otherwise, he's staying at Grassini.
I would at least throw a fucking number at Pernat and say, look, this is what we'll give him. This is a winning bike. Me, you, baboom. But
Pernat'll take it, mate. Pernat gets at least 10%. So
yeah.
but like,
no,
you know,
no, don't say it.
There's going to be a lot of contract changes, though. Like, I floated the idea earlier. I want to hear you two's opinions. You know, we keep going on about Raul Fernandez going to, like, you know, Yamaha or Suzuki. You know, Ducati have said that they are very keen on retaining Johann Zarco. If Jorge Martin, for example, steps up to the factory squad, Raul Fernandez at Pramac Ducati?
Red Bull back
I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, like they could continue the Red Bull back riders then.
Yeah, that's it. They got two Red Bulls.
I'm more mad that they're happy to retain Zarco. He clearly is testing stuff for them, and his feedback is invaluable.
He'd make a good test rider.
That's what I was about to say. That's a fucking test rider's job. A race rider's job is to win. That's
the thing, and he's like, he got a podium, I guess, this year, but
we won't see it again for another 8 races, you know?
Yeah, I made like a brutal list earlier of riders I think should leave the championship at the end of the year, and I was very brutal with it, right? And I said, off the top of my head, I went with Johann Zarco, I went with Dovi, I went with Luca Marini, I went with Fabio Digia, even though he's a rookie, and I went with Alex Marquez.
Yeah, the only one I disagreed with was Digi because he's a rookie.
Just because he's a rookie, yeah, that was, which is fair, you know, like Digi can come into it, you know, but the thing is, his teammates winning races and he's 42 seconds off.
But then
on the same bike.
Enea was, you know, a good few seconds off coming into the championship.
Was he 42 though?
Probably at one point, yeah, at the very start.
But like,
I would add a
Alex
few names
Marquez.
to that.
Would you?
Yeah, Oliveira.
Who?
Oliveira.
Why?
No.
He's just so inconsistent.
But is that Oliveira or is that KTM?
That's the KTM. That's the KTM, man.
Well, but then, you know, Brad's...
Sure, because Brad Binder's 12.
But he's still, 20 seconds up the road?
Yeah.
I mean...
But then Oliveira's the only one to win on the KTM this season.
Fluke. And you know me. You know I like Miguel, but
leave the championship.
I want to see Miguel on a Pramac Ducati. You know, on a different bike.
Suzuki for me.
What about Paul as well?
Nah.
Paul's invaluable. Like his knowledge of developing a bike. Like he'll take Stefan Bradl's seat as a test rider. I think eventually.
Test rider then. I don't know. We keep talking about the level coming up through the ranks.
Herman's got 2 concrete offers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it now. I think it's Suzuki,
Honda,
and LCR. That's my thoughts. Because Honda directly didn't speak to him, but they said one factory and 1 satellite offer.
Okay.
So I'm thinking LCR.
Maybe Aprilia and LCR. But the thing with LCR is I can see Alex Marquez and Nakagami out because they're not cutting the mustard, and then Ogura and Chantra up.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's 2024.
And then Adji taking a Moto2 seat.
Like, because Furman obviously can't go up because of his age until 2024.
Yeah.
I think Suzuki would be a very smart decision because then by that point in 2024, I think Mir will be at Honda. So
That's the thing, though. All the contracts have changed next year.
Frankie's out next year. He's weird.
Frankie's out. Yeah, that's the thing. Frankie, man.
There's a factory Yamaha seat end coming up at the end of this year.
Yeah, but what the fuck is going on with Frankie, man?
It's the Yam.
But he's slower than Dovey.
It's terrible.
He cannot ride this iteration of a Yamaha. It's just not for him.
It's terrible. He scored 1 point and then lost the place because he exceeded track limits on the last lap. You know, like
he just can't ride. Give him. He's like Lorenzo. Give him back the 2018 Yam. He'd piss it.
Yeah, but like it's just terrible, man.
Yeah, it's just not good to see a man of Frankie Morbidelli's caliber being that low. It's not where he belongs. He needs to get out of there. Like,
and another point,
Yamaha are turned into Repsol Honda.
Yeah. And Repsol Honda have turned into Aprilia.
I don't know what Aprilia.
I would. They were back of the grid. Like now, look at them. But and we've had Bastianini is taking a podium this year. Miller's taking a podium. Martin's taking a podium, and Zarco's taking a podium. Francesco Bagnaia, the factory Ducati, has not taken a podium yet.
The favourite has not taken.
The favourite.
Do you want to know what? When we did our pre-season predictions, I was iffing and ahhing. I was like, surely Andrea cannot win this title.
Oh, here we go.
No. For that exact reason, I didn't say him. Because I was thinking, I was going through the list of riders and obviously you eliminate half the field pretty quickly. I got to Andrea and I was like, no chance. He's just stepping up to a 21. There's no way he's going to be in title contention.
No one expected. We knew he'd be good this year, because he did good. Well. Well, he did well last year at 2 performances, but they were both at Mazzano, which he knows very well. He's Italian. He's
on that 21 at Mazzano.
So I was like, oh shit, yeah. But I was like, he did well, but on a 2-year-old bike as well. Don't get me wrong, but it's on the same track. It's in Italian soil. I don't think anyone expected him to be this good. It's a brand new fucking team, dude.
Yeah. That's exactly why I didn't have him in title contention, and I was thinking to myself,
yeah,
I like Enea. He's very good, but you put 3 Ducatis ahead of him in the title chase.
I'd put 4. I'd have put Zarco ahead of him.
I wouldn't have put Zarco ahead of him, but everybody else. Well, even Miller to a point, maybe not, but definitely Pecco and Martin. You would have thought are gonna beat him in the title chase.
Mm-hmm.
After Americas, when Aleix took the title lead from him, I was like, oh, here we go. Well, he's had his good little run. I remember when Paul ran at 4th on the Yamaha in the championship standings a few years ago, and I was like, oh, he's had his little cool run at the top, and then a fade back, maybe finished 6th for the championship. Nah, Nea's back at the top of the championship standings, isn't he?
Yes, I think if Nea is still in the top 3 come, say, Le Mans Mugello time,
that's it then, yeah.
You have to take him seriously.
Because then the points gap from 6th below will be that big. It's already, the gap between Miller and Brad Binder is already, 11 points. So, the gaps will widen quite significantly as well, because as the riders gain more victories, there's quite a lot of, for finishing 4th, you get 13 points. For winning, you get 25. It's a massive gap.
It's a 12-point
these
jump.
gaps open themselves up. Yeah, so these gaps open themselves up hugely, very quickly.
That's what I like about the points is you are rewarded for a win. But if you have a bad day and come home 7th, it's not the end of the world. It's a very good system. Yeah,
well, the fact that, Enea, Quartararo's on 44 points and Nea's on 61. He's on 17 more already. He's nearly got a full race victory over last year's champion.
I can't see anything other than another Ducati win at Portimao. So,
no.
And obviously, Enea's probably going to be at the head of that again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I got a cool stat for you. Give credit to Martin Rains for you. Martin Rains is the best guy for stats. If you've got Twitter, go on Twitter, follow Martin Rains. His stats are obscene. But
I'm gonna do it now.
Yeah, do it. Go for it, Cameron. So Martin Rains 100%. Tweeted a stat earlier that this year, none of the riders in the top 7 of last year's championship have scored a podium yet.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wait, sorry, say that again?
So none of the riders that finished in the top 7 of last year's championship standings
have
have scored a podium yet this year.
Oh my God.
That's
crazy.
It's just like, you think about it, and Rins was 13th, I want to say, last year.
Yeah.
Jorge Martin spent half the season on his sofa because he was hurt.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, Zarco was
like, it was like 8th.
Yeah, 8th or 9th. Fucking nuts.
So let's have a look. So I'll get the stats up now. I'll get the championship.
Paul had an absolute bitch of a season last year on that Paul Honda.
Yeah, he did. So, for example, right, so the podium finishes for this year are, I made a handy little graphic earlier. So, AmericanGP Bastianini, Alex Rins, Johan Zarco, Martin, Aleix, Fabio Quartararo, Quartararo won the championship.
Oh, yeah, shit.
That makes it redundant.
Mandalika, yeah.
What the fuck, Martin Reigns? Hold on, let's see if I've read this. Unless it's like very randomly specific thing, like none of the top 7 apart from the championship winner.
Or none of the top 7 at Kota podiums or something.
Oh, here we go. I've read it wrong. So amazingly, that after the opening 4 races this year, not one rider who finished in the championship top 7 last year has managed a victory.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
That's incredible, though. That's crazy.
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Right, so call it. Genuine question. Does Fabio win a race this year?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he?
Jerez.
Yeah. Jerez is hunting ground now. That's it. And
I mean, if it wasn't for the arm pump last year, he'd have won that by half a lap.
He'd have. Yeah, exactly.
See, the way the Yam is at the minute, and the way everything has come through, I am on the fence, genuinely.
I think, well, I mean, considering the contingency that Quartararo would have won Jerez with last year, I think he could afford for the Ducatis to finish that race, 10 seconds quicker, and they
could
probably
lap 2
still
tenths
win.
A lap faster and still win. Yeah,
I think
the Yamaha's losing like 5 tenths a lap now. It's the problem.
Is it actually going backwards? I thought it was just sort of wasn't improving.
No, as opposed to like the race now is going to be a good 30 seconds faster.
I'll get a stat for you. I'll work it out. You chat and I'll get a thing for you.
Like I'd say like Qatar wasn't Qatar like 25 seconds faster than Qatar last year?
No, it was quarter of a second faster.
For the Yamaha?
No, for the entire race. So if you divide that, that's like 20 hundredths of a second faster.
It must have been thing then. Must have been Copa.
I seem to remember you saying that it was. Yeah, I seem to remember you saying that it was quarter of a second faster for the Yam, but for the Ducatis,
the whole race, yeah. Oh yeah, for the Ducati it was
like I mean like that's what I mean. Like the entire race time at Qatar was 15 seconds faster over the same amount of laps than the 2021.
But Quartararo had that in Jerez. He had that in the bag.
For sure
enough.
But it'll
be close. It won't be as sort of. He won't be able to dominate it the way that he would have last year.
To be fair, I'm thinking that the Ducatis are able to go so much quicker now. They've whatever they've found with the settings to make their tires last and be able to go ham at the start of the race compared to tire conservation. That's really stung the Yam, and I think it's going to mean that Quartararo is in a position where he possibly cannot win.
Well, I think Quartararo he can't get in a rhythm and clear off now as well.
Aside from that, the Yamaha has a real issue with front tire pressure in the pack.
Yeah,
and he's never going to be at the first corner first now, is he?
Well, like the point I want to make is, so this year Fabio Quartararo's time at Kota was a 41-minute 29 race for the race. So 41 minutes 29 seconds. Last year was 41.46. So he has improved by 15 seconds over the race.
What was the race time? Yeah, what was the race time for the winner last year compared to the winner this year?
So the winner this year was Bastianini with 41 minutes 23.
So 41.23.
And what was Marquez?
Marquez won last year 41.41.
Yeah, so totally different track.
A full 20, like just as an example, that's a full 25 seconds faster over the course of a race.
That's fucking shocking maths.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
Like, give or take. You know?
But
when I say 20
give or
seconds.
Take 50%.
But like 20 seconds over 20 laps, you know, that's a second a lap. That Yamaha have not found.
They have. They've gained it. They gained 50. Well, no, they're 5 seconds slower than the winner 6 seconds slower than the winner this year, but they've gained 15 seconds on last year.
But the pace is higher.
So they've improved by 15 seconds. So their time this year is 15 seconds faster.
But that's what I mean. Like the overall pace is higher than Yamaha's improvement. And I genuinely do think there's a chance that unless they sort something out, I can't see him winning until at least Le Mans, put it that way. I don't think he's winning Jerez. I don't think he's winning Jerez.
I definitely think he's gonna. I think Jerez is where we'll see Fabio and see if he can do it or not this year. I think that will be the.
If he doesn't finish on the podium at Jerez, that will give us the answer.
Yeah, because Yamaha have always gone well though. Although last year they did get a 1-2 because Fabio went backwards. But so. But yeah, so staying on the topic of MotoGP, of course, Marc Marquez. What a freaking ride!
Stunning ride.
Do any of you know? I still don't know what happened with his bike. I don't think they've actually released what happened.
Said technical problem.
Electronics.
Yeah, Honda have kept
he had the pit lane limiter on 100%.
Maybe, yeah.
Or
it just sounded like it was cutting out. It sounded like
it was like bogging down, wasn't
it?
Like a two-stroke.
It was honestly, it was a pit lane limiter sound. You like when they come into the pit lane.
Yeah,
that's what it sounded like. He knocked it off and off.
Such a nice sound.
I'm pretty convinced it was Mark's error, and he had the pit lane.
That's the thing, though, because there's so many freaking buttons on these bikes to press. You kind of can understand it. Like Dovi did something at Argentina where he pressed the wrong button or something like that on his bike, and it didn't work.
Yeah, the PlayStation generation, he called it. Uncomfortable because there's so many buttons. But yeah, I would bet my bottom dollar, you know, I've only probably got one at this point in my life, but I would bet it that it was a pit lane limiter.
Yeah, to be fair, it seems to be the common thing, but
but would he have won?
Or his two-stroke was not jetted correctly, as you say.
Do you think, even though Bastianini had the lap, you know...
I don't think
Marquez would have won. Like, the fact that, Marquez can finish 6.6 seconds from the winner, from last place, he'd have stormed it, mate. He'd have absolutely disappeared.
Enea seems to be the man now at keeping tyres. We don't know what.
Yeah, but this is Marquez at Kota.
Yeah,
like, come on.
But that's what I'm saying. But we don't know what this new Honda was like on tyres at Kota with the resurfacing and the brand new bike. Mark makes a hell of a difference, but I think Bastianini had too much today. Honestly, yesterday.
Unfortunately, we shall never know. Yeah, but I do think that Marquez would have stormed it.
A podium was definitely on offer. Like he was lapping as fast as the leaders.
But then also he might have just been win it or bin it.
Yeah, that's it. Marquez was literally like win it or bin it. So even yesterday he was like, fuck it, if I crash, I crash, you know?
But like he was no faster than the leaders. He was on par with them. I mean. And then as his tyres went off, there's only one man who won in that fight, and that's Enea.
But his tyres went off because he was pushing like hell to catch up.
Yeah.
You know, if because he probably burnt most of his tyres out gaining places. You know, if he didn't have to do that, he'd have had loads of tyre left at the end of the race.
The fact that he was going hell for leather and still only lapping as fast as the leaders, I think Enea would have had too much at the end of the race, personally. But I do think the podium would have been bare minimum for him.
Yeah, like I said, we'll never see, unfortunately. But it was. Yeah. It just shows that Marquez, he hasn't lost it, has he? Really?
Everybody was complaining. Yeah, everybody was like, "Oh, Mark's finished." Wrong again, idiot.
Who actually? I mean, I don't really see people saying that. Who says Mark's finished?
I genuinely.
Yes, because you don't run a bike page like us.
Yeah.
No. The comment these days is, "Oh, one crash and your career will end." Like Marquez knows that, bro. Yeah. Like
he doesn't need fucking Bruce age 57 from Stockport telling him, do he?
It's the same for everyone.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Yeah,
one good crash and you're done.
That's it. Like, firstly, right, it's one good crash and you're done. But not only that, Marquez could have a crash in 1 month time and his eye thing could come back. He could have a crash in 3 years time and it could come back. He could have a crash in 5 years and it'll come back.
Yeah.
Like the possibility and potential of that happening is the same no matter how long you leave it.
It's flat now, isn't it? It's a flat rate. Like, he could fucking sneeze and it could come back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, it can come back, but Marquez knows that damn well, and he knows the risk, and he wants to race because that is Marc Marquez.
I don't think
Marquez does.
I don't think I could go as fast as he did at Kota, knowing that I could be blind.
Put it this way, if someone told me you could go blind or race motorbikes, even though I've got over 100 million in the bank, I'd be like, yeah, fuck that. I'm not riding, mate. I'm going to go sit in my jacuzzi.
Yeah,
it's like we were saying about the TT guys. They know what it's about. I mean,
yeah.
They know that it could all end very quickly, but
like that.
They know it. They're there in full knowledge of what's going on, and so is Marquez, and that's it. Yeah, exactly.
Like, nothing he does will ever excite him as much as fucking drifting of reps on Honda.
That's it. You know, and like, it's not...
Say that again. I totally missed that. All I hear just...
I'm saying he needs to go to Cardiff then, doesn't he?
Yeah, go out and night out with Jacob.
I mean, go to fucking Congs, is it?
Go and shout at dogs with Jacob.
Other animals are available.
Yes. But, you know, like...
Fucking hell, take him up St. Mary Street, take him to Chippy Lane, he'd have the fucking night of his life, I tell you.
Oh, do you remember? That reminds me, actually. Do you remember the video of Scott Redding carrying Marquez down the street when Marquez won the title? And Scott Redding shot Marquez over his shoulder and sprinted down the street in Thailand.
No, I didn't see that.
Like, you're carrying precious cargo there, mate. Don't drop him.
Yeah. Literally. Oh, well, he won the title at that point,
though.
so.
Yeah, true. But yeah, like, oh, shit.
I wouldn't want to be on Scott Redding's shoulders. I get a nosebleed from the fucking altitude. Like.
Yeah. Speaking of Scott Redding, he had a shitter, didn't he? In
yeah, he's not having a good time.
Terrible time.
If you move to BMW from Ducati, you're going to have a bad time.
He took the paycheck, man. He took the paycheck. He changed Spiddy Fricks on. He's done all that. I'm going to be brutally honest now and say Scott Redding has taken the paycheck and he's a bit of a fucking idiot for it. But on the other side, Scott Redding also wants to move to America and live life in America. So on the other side, the financial side, he's made an excellent move because he's securing his future in the other way. So I genuinely can't complain.
It would have been skint anyway. But
true,
and you know, his wife has a jewelry business, making her own jewelry. That's got to be lucrative.
Yeah, no, something's got to pay for his wife's lips fillers.
That's the problem. That's what he chucked on the bike.
Well,
yeah, but you know,
his tires were his lip fillers.
That's the thing. Like I'm fully like, you know, Scott Redding, what the fuck have you done? You know, especially when Bautista's taken a double win on his Ducati return. Redding's probably sat there like, fuck. But I can never ever like slate somebody for getting the bag, you know, for securing their financial future, because at the end of the day, what money he makes now will secure him for the rest of his life. He doesn't have to work a job if he doesn't want to. He can do whatever the hell he likes. And so for that, more power to him.
Like
but on the racing side, you're an idiot.
Yeah, it's like footballers. It's a short career.
They go to China, footballers, to earn money. It's
a short career. You know, you get 20 years if you're lucky. And you've got to secure the bag in those 20 years.
You've got to maximise your opportunities. Like Scott Redding's had 2 years on the best, or one of the best bikes on the grid. He's pulled a load of race wins. He's done really well, and he'll come home at the end of his career, and he'll have, you know, top 3 in championship medals, and
he'll have I don't think he could be angry. But
he's won races.
Defend Scott Redding slightly here and say that Ducati is clearly not built for a bigger rider. Also. It suits Alvaro and it suits Rinaldi. I can see why he made the switch, because Ducati weren't going to change.
Yeah, and he wants a challenge at the end of the day. I get it. And the thing is, though,
it's clearly not awful because, I'm going to butcher this. Mikalchik
was a beast,
but he put it in the top 10.
but he's exclusively ridden BMWs for the last few years. You know, he's an IDM champion on it. He's a world endurance top 3 in the world finisher on it, the BMW. You know, he knows that bike on the back of his hand.
He's like Mark on the Honda, isn't it? It's showing what it can do if you've got the right stuff. Does Redding have the right stuff for the BMW?
No, but in Redding's defense, he's also said that the BMW is way behind where they expected it to be, and they're missing quite a lot than what they expected to have. So again, I'm not going to slate Redding because at the end of the day, you know, he's left the best bike on the grid, but he's a fucking idiot for that. But
did he leave or was he pushed as well? That's the other thing.
That's the thing. Did he jump? Did he push? But you know, he has gone for the bag. I respect it. And also, you know, he's not got what he expected to have. Scott Redding doesn't want to be at the back. He wants to be fighting for wins.
The thing is,
his place is not Scott Redding.
Yeah.
There's got to be a few better feelings than like what Alicia's had this year.
Exactly.
It's not like turning around a bike that is clearly an underdog and taking podiums or wins with it. I mean, that's got to be worth a bit of a risk.
It's got to be worth a sacrifice,
especially if you're getting paid a lot to do it. I mean, whatever. I'll take the chance.
Why? I'd love to know the detail, because from the outside, that bike has the power. It has the chassis. It has taken podiums with Van der Mark.
It won a race with Van der Mark last year, a sprint race.
So clearly the ingredients are there. What's the issue?
Yeah.
Is it just an adjustment period? Because obviously inline 4, we speak about V4 and inline 4 differences. Is it that? Is it not? Who fuck knows?
No. It's a weird one. Like, well, Toprak looks like he's going to go back to his last year's bike from the next round at Assen because he's had issues. He reverted to the 2021 electronics at the race weekend, and it looks like he's going to go straight back to last year's bike, the full package, because... Yeah, because, Gerloff's on the same bike. Because... No, it's just, but that's the thing. That's development. That's World Superbikes for you. You know, the Ducati is looking extremely good this year. The Kawasaki, they made a really good step over winter. But it's weird because they are pretty much the same bikes as last year. But these tiny, minute differences can make a second a lap.
I've already seen people saying that the Ducatis need their revs cut. They've run fucking round.
Oh, I remember their revs got removed a few years ago.
Yeah, you know, it's a V4. It's going to be faster than an inline 4 on a straight line.
Yeah.
Like, deal with it, for fuck's sake. It's different. Yeah. Anyway, World Superbike ain't even as good as World Supersport this year, no? So
World Supersport. Baldassarri's save, man.
Yeah. I thought Balda would be up there. Like, you know, I'd bang the drum about Balda.
Yeah, of course.
But I didn't expect him to win the opener. I'll be honest.
Oh, that was
he,
wild.
The 8th Supersport rider in history to win on the debut?
Something like that. And then the second to come from Moto2 and do it. Locke was the other.
Yeah.
Like that's
who? Marco?
Locatelli. Andrea Locatelli.
Oh, Locke. Yeah, but then Cortese did, didn't he? Domi.
Did he win on debut from Moto2 though?
Oh, I don't know about winning on debut, no, to be fair.
I want to say he's only the second rider to win on his debut.
I could, without checking it, I could agree.
I'm sure the comms said it, and the other one was Locke.
I know for a fact Locatelli did it because he won like 12 races in a row.
Yeah,
he was lucky to finish,
the comms said it. Oh yeah, that's right.
He was so lucky.
Him and Domi, that was
Bautista with his size wouldn't have saved that. Literally, Baldassarri was a spider with little limbs.
He was sliding off that track, and somehow, he's lucky he got the win. To be fair, because. Like, he obviously slowed Agata down with it because Agata could have easily scooped that win.
He was very, very lucky that Domi tried the cut back. Because if Domi had stuck on the inside of him, Domi would have just cleared off and he would have had second.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though.
These new Supersport rules.
Whoa, I was about to say the same thing. Like, new Supersport rules in and yet Yamaha are still winning.
Yeah, I think the rules are perfect as they are right now. Like, give or take a couple of 100 revs here and there.
Yeah, I agree.
Right now, like Scott Smart and everybody in the World Supersport paddock deserve a massive round of applause for making so many bikes of so much different engine types. This close. 955cc
Ducatis, and they're still being, you've got
the Yamahas and the Kawasaki's you have to expect them to be the best because they have 10 years of development in the Supersport class.
Yeah, but like the thing is, they're still consistent. You know, you've got Chan Onsu on the 636. He was on third on the front row. You know, you had Bullaga get his first podium in third place on the Ducati. You've got Tully on the
MV 800.
800, the MV 800, and he's still in like fifth place. You know, it's so competitive.
The Triumphs looked very good, I thought.
Yeah, Manzi showing how amazing of a rider he is, finishing just outside the points, you know, so...
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I know. He finished outside the top 10, though.
He didn't. He was 7th.
Was he? Oh, okay. I'm just chatting shit.
But, like,
that
Triumph looks the package to me. Like,
it's beautiful.
I would...
The sound.
If I could pick right now, I think it'd either be one of the top Yamahas, the Tenkate / the Evan brothers. The EAB bike looked all right in Van Stralen's hand as well.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
But like
Van Stralen, they got a podium as well. I was gutted for him.
But other than that, the Yams weren't really there. Like it was from 5th to say 10th, 11th. That's where it was all the new generation bikes. Once they bridge a gap.
It's last year's world champion versus multiple Moto2 race winner.
Yeah,
and the win, you know, they're always going to be at the front on the Evan Bros versus Tenkate as well, you know.
Why Evan Bros do that bike? We've said it before. We say it again. Sounds like a spaceship. Fucking nice.
Put cocaine in it, mate.
Yeah, literally. It's just, I don't know how
Leopard
they do it.
special.
Nice. That's exactly what I thought. They are the Leopard of Supersport. You know, it's supposed to be an identical bike. And Balder's a bigger rider than Domi. But he went past him like he was fucking stood still. Nuts.
Mad. But yeah, right. It was good racing. Sad for Ollie Bayliss to be so far back, but he is still recovering from injury. It's a new championship. It's a new track for him. I think
He'll come.
I'm almost certain Ollie Bayliss will dominate when we come to Phillip Island. But, you know.
Yeah.
Like, so.
It'll come. It'll come because, you know, he's a better rider than that.
Ollie Bayliss is
much
a fucking
better
beast,
than 20th.
dude. Yeah, he's Beetle. If he's listening, he probably isn't, but yeah, Beetle.
Like there was a few notable like rides down the fields as well.
Yeah,
like,
really good rides from a lot of riders.
Yeah, like Batin Softwell getting in the points on his debut on the MV.
On the MV, yeah.
Oh, that's good. Carrick Asulo putting the Altea Ducati in the top 10 twice.
Well, Adrian Huertas was
yes, I was just about to mention him and Tom Bouthemos.
And Tom Bouthemos as well. It's fucking amazing. The fact that they're only doing European rounds is actually a tragedy, to be honest, because they're doing like the Supersport Cup. Those two, like, fair play to the pair of them. They've come from the Supersport 300 class, which we've slated quite openly quite a lot for being very low level, and
I stand by it.
I stand by it too. And they have come in and they've just proven that the level ain't as low as it used to be, to be honest.
I don't think I think the level of the 300s is rubbish, but
it's definitely improved.
But the top riders will always find a way out.
Yeah, and Garcia needs to find a way out.
Yes, now, ASAP. Or otherwise he's fucked.
He will take another title this year, I think. But then if he takes, if he's a 2-time World Supersport 300 champion, he needs to.
That was what I was about to say. The fact you said another, he shouldn't be there anyway.
Yeah, it's not good.
Honestly, I think World Supersport might be the best championship of the year. Whisper it.
We'll have to see, I think. World Superbikes, though, was absolutely outstanding as always, and will probably be better than MotoGP again this year.
Race 1, Top Rack's fucking, and Ray Dyson. Ray can turn that thing on a fucking penny. It's brilliant.
Oh, he's so good, Ray, on the brake. Top Rack, the fact, right, I'm going to get mad now, right? Ray beat Top Rack on the brakes. What the hell, dude?
That Kawasaki, right, it went exactly where Ray wanted it. Like, he didn't even have to think about it. That's alarming.
Yeah, that is alarming.
The Ducati is not going to be able to do what it did at Aragon on different tracks. It was the saving grace of the power. It was just free time.
Fast. But the thing is,
that's the Ducati strength, isn't it?
We're going to see the same as last year with 3-way scrap for the title this year. And it's going to be better than MotoGP again, and I can't wait for it.
I wouldn't go that far, but it's going to be.
I don't understand how you could say like a championship that has, like you said, like a 3-way scrap.
You don't even watch the races.
Yeah,
you don't even watch them.
Yeah.
So shh.
No, but okay, sure. So like from the outside in,
Speaking of the guy who doesn't watch World Superbikes, explain yourself.
So from the outside in, then I mean, I would watch it. I need to get fucking Eurosport. Okay,
then you can watch BSB in Moto America as well.
Yeah,
BSB back this weekend, by the way.
Okay, courtesy of EMR, I'll take the subscription. Okay, so
funny kid.
If someone said to somebody who's like, what motorcycle racing championship should I watch? And you're like, right, okay, so you've got MotoGP where, we've had a potential of 12 podium spots so far this season, and 10 people have occupied it. And then you've got, fair enough, like World Superbikes where, maybe like...
We've had 3 podiums.
Yeah, well, you've got 3
9 potential podiums, 3 riders have stuck it.
Yeah, so...
I get that, but then...
Statistically, I get, okay, sure, like,
on paper,
there's more to it. There's more to it than on paper. And that's what I'm sticking with, because all I've got is paper for the World Superbikes Championship.
On tarmac, it is a bit different.
Because on tarmac, like, literally, right, you see... Like 3 riders, they're pretty much on level pegging. That's the thing. In MotoGP, they're not on level pegging. One rider's better than this. No, shut up before you jump in. Right, MotoGP riders are like, on level pegging to a degree, and they are, like great. But often the bikes do make the difference. For example, long straight Kota, blah blah blah. In World Superbikes, the bikes are very identical, but the riders are identical. So although like the fact that the Yamaha can outdrag most things in World Superbikes is unheard of in MotoGP. And the fact that you've got 3 exceptional riders, like they won't crash. It's not like they're all stupid either. Like, so you'll have like all 3 of them.
Ray at Donington.
You'll have all 3 of them, right? 3 abreast go into the same corner. And in that corner, firstly, they'll make it out, but mid-corner, they change places about 3 times. Mid-corner, every freaking corner.
So by that metric, why isn't Moto3 your favourite?
Because it's cooler on 1000cc bikes.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
You lost me when you said MotoGP riders are not at the level pegging.
You've got to watch World Superbikes to
I will. I mean,
understand it.
Yeah, like I get where Deck is coming from. It's $6.99 a month if you stream it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can do that.
Pennies.
I think I can do that.
And you get well, it's Discovery Plus, so you get like BSB, World Superbikes, MotoGP, but then you get everything from Eurosport. No, from Discovery Plus.
I just do the app on my phone and then use the Chromecast. Easy.
Yeah, but you get like everything from Discovery as well on it, so it's pretty cheap.
Honestly, are we appealing to sponsors again here? Eurosport.
No,
get the Eurosport app today.
If you want to sponsor
Eurosport sponsored us. Spunk my fucking jaws like.
Jesus Christ. You can't say that. Now they're never going to.
Well, I was sat there. Like, if you want to watch Danilo Petrucci, right, in Moto America this year, and you're in the UK, Eurosport is the one. And then you get to watch BSB, which is back this weekend.
I think BSB is going to be good this year.
It's going to be very good.
It's going to be quite spicy, I think.
Shout out to Danny Buchan. Should be class.
Yeah,
Tam McKenzie's got a snap leg, so already we don't know who the title's going to be. And other things we can't talk about. So yeah.
No, but yeah, I still would prefer MotoGP to World Superbikes, but I might consider World Supersport in the mix.
No, anyway, you're wrong. Anyway, right, let's go on. Shut up. Anyway, let's finish this podcast.
World Supersport is the one.
You're wrong.
Oh my God, shut up.
Right,
I will
let's
fight
finish
to
this
the death
podcast.
about this.
I'm going to mute you in a minute. Shut up. Anyway, let's end this podcast.
Come at me.
Wait, did we do our predictions for MotoGP?
No, that's what I'm trying to fucking do.
Go.
Shut up.
See, that was calm this time.
Right, so. Yeah, right. So.
Come on.
Fourth place, going into the predictions, right, was Ryan with 19 points.
Mm-hmm.
In fourth, me in third with 30 points, Jacob with 34 in second, and Cameron with 36 in first. Big lead for Cameron.
Woo.
So, pole position, I went for Jorge Martin.
Nicely done.
Jacob went with Bang Nair, Cameron with Quartararo, and Ryan with Marc Marquez. Jorge Martin got pole position, so I get a point.
Fuck you.
Nice.
Let's go. Right. The race results were Miller third, Rins second, and Bastianini in first.
Yeah.
I went for Miller third.
Oof.
Rins second.
You are joking.
And then Marquez first. So I got 10 points.
Oh.
11 points if you include pole position.
Yeah.
Jacob went for Brad third, Martin second, and Rins to win. Good shout. So Marquez, so Jacob gets 1 point for that.
Oh, wow.
Cameron went for Alicia Spargo third, Martin second, and Pole first.
Oh,
I don't know what the hell you were thinking of.
Swung for the fences, mate. It would have been good if I pulled it off.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Imagine.
And then Ryan went with Rins third, so he gets a point. Martin second, and Mir first.
Honestly, I thought of all of us, Ryan was going to come out on top.
Yeah, I did, to be fair.
And I think Paul Espargaro would have showed a lot better than he did if he wasn't laid up.
His stomach wasn't grumbling.
He's practically pooping himself on the bike, like, poor guy.
Yeah. So, Cameron left that round with 0.
Oh, that's
Ryan with 1 point, Jacob with 1 point, and me with 11. So, the standings now stand at Ryan in 4th with 20 points, Jacob in 3rd with 35 points, Cameron in 2nd with 36,
way.
and me in 1st with 40 freaking 1.
Wow.
Let's go.
Out the first. You pulled
5-point lead. Let's go.
I pulled an onto. Oof.
Yeah.
Jeez, oh.
5-point lead.
Yeah, I refuse to acknowledge this.
I'm dancing, I'm partying. Let's
As if
go.
you weren't insufferable enough, for fuck's sake.
I know, it's great.
That's the thing, innit? Leading this little fucking chase, you get to be the smug bastard.
Yeah, Jacob can't relate. So let's go for our predictions.
We'll see. When we get to Europe, we'll see.
That's it. We'll do our Portimao predictions now, and then we'll end the podcast because
Right.
we're running near 2 hours again. So I haven't put anything at all yet.
Do it on the fly.
Fine.
Nobody look.
So,
do it off the fly.
Have a think. Yeah, I'm gonna do it off the fly.
Go.
So Moto3, because we're Moto3, right? Oh, we're doing Moto3 pole positions first. So I'll ask a all pole, and then we'll go from there. So
I should text Ryan. Fuck.
Pole, I am going for Garcia. So Jacob, pole.
Roger.
I was gonna. So Foggia.
That leopard is something else at fucking Portimao. I think yes.
And Cameron.
I wanted to go with Foggia, but I kind of want to just go different to keep it interesting. So I'll go Messia.
Nice, good shout, good form now. Okay, all right. So my podium predictions are going to be second place off the fly, sick. Right. So 3rd place, Joel Kelso.
Ooh,
got a good record there.
Nice.
Beast mode. 2nd, Diego Moreira. 1st, Dennis Foggia.
Okay.
Yep.
3rd.
I'm going to lose my championship lead, by the way, on this. So
not necessarily.
Jacob 3rd.
3rd place, Andrea Mino.
Good shout.
2nd place, Dennis Foggia.
And first,
Moreira.
Moreira, fucking hell. Fair enough.
I want you to win now, you know, but I don't really. I mean, okay, I'm gonna go that far.
It's gonna be a 12-man group in there.
Yeah,
that's the thing, right? We always put these riders, but then the riders we expect, and then one random rider gets in the box, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna see it this weekend.
He's going to a place with experience now. This could be a problem.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big problem. Right, Cameron 3rd.
3rd, I want to go with Onchu.
Bell 2nd.
Garcia.
Okay, and 1st.
Foggia.
None of us have said.
Bravada.
Rider's name has just slipped. Sasaki, mate, who's in form.
Yeah,
none of us have said it.
I knew that was my deliberation when I said Garcia, but then I thought I can't not see Garcia.
Well, McPhee will be back. I'm surprised he didn't go for him.
Yeah, of course.
Fuck. I can't change it now.
Right, okay. So, Moto2 pole positions. I have gone with Bobia again, which is not going to happen, but I'm going to put my money where my mouth is there. Jacob pole Moto2.
Augusto Fernandez.
August. Sanders, he needs to come back fast. Okay, and Cameron, there's pole, sorry.
Can it?
And okay, right. And for me, third place, I have gone with the man who loves this place, Pedro Acosta.
Fuck you.
Aha. Okay. Second, Vietti, and winner, Canet. Boring results, but, completely forgot about Ogura, so that's great. Jacob, third.
Acosta.
Fuck you. Okay. Second.
Ogura.
First.
Yeti.
Right, and Cameron.
I'll go with the other Team Asia. I'll go with Chantra for third.
He has got a long lap. He's got a long lap.
Oh, has he? Oh shit! I didn't know that.
I did that earlier on. So
bollocks. Oh well, I've done it now. Yeah, that's gonna even more clout when he comes third. Yeah.
Social credit.
Second. Second, Vietti.
Nice. Can it first?
But he's going Pedro, isn't he?
Acosta for the dub.
Based on testing, you might have a point, though. That's the thing.
Well, shit, I forgot he's got a lap record now, hasn't he? Fuck. Okay, MotoGP pole position. Jorge Martin doesn't like the track, so I'm not going to go that way. Who got pole there last year?
Villa, wasn't it?
Was it? I'm actually going to check. I know we're doing this off the fly, but I genuinely want to find out. 21. Well, there was 2 races there. I'll find both.
I thought we weren't looking.
Algarve GP was the first one.
Oh, it's Fabio in the first one. It was Bagnaia in the second.
Echo, yeah. It was after the title was done, when
I'm putting Alex Rins. And third place in MotoGP.
Hold on.
Beer.
Hold on. Poles.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Shit, yeah. Pole, Jacob.
I'm going to go with Jack Miller.
Miller, he wants that contract. Okay, and although I want to say we missed this on the contract talk, Miller has said he's heard nothing from Ducati.
Oh, yeah,
radio silence.
Insulting as fuck. I'm not a massive Jack Miller fan, but that is insulting as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
There's some common courtesy needed there, isn't there?
Who do we go with? I'm going to be brave and say, I'm going to go with Marquez. Why not? Marc Marquez.
Which one?
Is.
Alex Marquez?
Yeah, I was going to say.
That is brave.
Marc Marquez.
That is brave. Okay. Podium third, me, Joan Mir. Second, I'm going to go with Aleix Spargo. And first place, I'm going to pick I'm going to go straight on the balls to the wall and say Bagnaia.
Yeah, he won there last year.
He needs a result. Mm-hmm. He needs a result. He won there second time last year. So, right, Jacob. And they always go well there, to be fair. Jacob, third place.
Miguel Oliveira.
Ooh.
Okay, home hero. Forget about that. Second place.
This is... I'm deciding where to put who. Second, Pecco.
Pecco, you bastard. Yeah.
And this is going to be the boldest one I'll ever do. Maverick for the win.
Fucking hell, yeah. That is bold. Almost as bold as Harry Hill.
He looked the package at points. Now we're going
Harry
to
Hill
track,
there,
and he knows it. This could be fun. If Mav nails it, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Could have gone Mav for pole, actually.
I don't feel
he's good at poles.
There's Martin. I can't believe I just said, he's as bold as Harry
because
Hill.
I said bold.
Yeah, but I could have said Michael Hill because he's in racing and he's also bold.
Well, he doesn't have the collars, does he?
I like Michael Hill. He's a legend. Anyway, third place, Cameron.
Third place, Rins.
Winsy. Okay. Second?
Enea.
Bastianini.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And first?
First, I want to say Pecco. Yeah.
Oh, you fucking prick. Get your own freaking riders. Copying me as always.
I can't remember what you did.
Well, it's fine because I'm still going to be leading them when we leave Portimao anyway.
Yeah, you are.
One point I did want to make, though.
Ugh, yeah, Karen, yeah.
Fuck you, bitch. No, but one point I did want to make is none of us have put Fabio anywhere near the podium at Portimao where he did win last year.
Yeah, but
he's
then
overrated. He's shit. He's not going to win a race.
Has my point just been proven?
No.
But then I was thinking about that. But then the second round at Portimao last year, he was what, like 7th or some shit?
He crashed out, didn't he?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did. It was his first crash of the year last year. Yeah,
but he still wasn't. He wasn't on the box, was he?
Yeah, first race he won it.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about the second race.
Yeah, no, he won on the box.
He crashed out like 7th. He crashed out like quite way down.
Yeah.
It was like the race after his title. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say though, I am fucking like I love Algarve. It's a great track. I'm sick to death of it now.
Yeah,
we've seen it so much.
It's because it's such a good facility as well.
It's great, but like we watched it in 2020, I think twice, or maybe only once. It was only once. Oh. Twice last year, and then we had 2 rounds of the Chev there last year. We had Moto2 bike there last year. We had F1 there last year. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so bored of it.
That's the thing is they've built such a modern day facility that it's the go-to as a replacement because it has everything you could possibly need to host a World Championship race. So
I agree, but I'm just still bored.
Yeah, I get what you mean, but I don't think it's ever going to be a case of we don't go to Portugal now. So get used to it, kid.
Okay, I'm getting really tired now, so I think it's time to end. It is 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, if you've gotten this far, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Every single one of you is listening. You're all legendary. Yeah, sick. We're going to try and get guests on next week. So third time lucky because the last 2 have bailed on us. And yeah, so sick.
If anyone wants to send me whiskey, feel free.
I wouldn't mind some either, to be honest.
Reach out to us on Instagram if you want to send us whiskey, and we'll sort it out. You get me? If you know anyone at Eurosport who wants to sponsor us as well, sick. I'll even take that condom sponsorship in the offer us.
Honestly, I just gave up on sponsorships when I kept bigging up Shark and they never even bothered. So
no. I can I see, I'm not gonna say what our numbers are, but I see podcasts with less listeners than us get sponsors. I'm like, what the frick, dude?
I got a press pack. Need a press pack, man.
I do. I need to make one. Cameron, there you go. You can make one. Cheers, mate.
God, can you imagine having to fucking describe this fucking podcast?
I'll give it a go. Why not?
Just chat shit, get banged, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's get banged.
Make sexual innuendos around Alicia's wife every 2 minutes.
No, I don't. I haven't done that in the last 2 pods. Fuck you.
This is pod 54, and of the last 2, we're Alicia wife.
Jacob is sober.
I'm a changed man, you see.
He's gone cold turkey.
Yeah, I'm a changed man. I'm not doing it in case Alicia ever fucking finds out.
He's now creeping over somebody else. So anyway, it's time to finish this podcast. Thanks for listening. I hope you've enjoyed listening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
P.S.
Jacob's a pervert. Thanks.